right, let's welcome in Jets first rounder and now World Junior Hockey Champion, Rutger McGroarty, back to Winnipeg Sports Talk. Rutger, thanks so much for doing this. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Thanks for having me. I always love coming on this show, and I think it's pretty cool. So thank you.
Well, congratulations. First off, pretty awesome Christmas holidays for you and the fellas.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I mean, anytime you get to throw on that USA jersey with that group of guys, especially like with how close our group got this year, I think it was pretty cool. So going over there to Sweden and winning a gold medal was a lot of fun.
Listen, I mean, I got to kind of backtrack a little bit beforehand. I mean, you had what seemed like a pretty serious injury that cost you some games with Michigan. How was your recovery from it, and how concerned were you that it might cost you your chance to represent your country at the Worlds?
Yeah. I mean, it was really scary. I mean, anytime at first, like I wasn't even thinking about that. Like I was just fighting for my every breath. I feel like it really shows you like what you care about, and when you go through something like that. And I feel like my family was by my side, and my friends, my teammates, my girlfriend. I feel like everybody was right next to me the whole time, and it was really cool to see. Just all those people help me and help me get through it. The boys coming to visit me in the hospital, my family sleeping by my bed, my girlfriend. Like it's just, I mean, I can't say enough nice things about those people that helped me. And then, like on the World Juniors topic, I feel like, yeah, it was scary. I think it was the night after, or yeah, the night. It was like a day or two after the injury. My agents came in, my family was there, my girlfriend was there, and we just talked, and it was like I don't see how I'm going to be able to go to World Juniors. So I'm sitting there crying in my hospital bed. I'm freaking out. I'm overwhelmed. I'm panicking. I don't know what to do. And then we kind of just put together a step-by-step, day-by-day plan of how this could possibly work. And everything went perfect and everything went great. My Brian Brewster here at Michigan, he helped me out every step of the way. USA offered whatever I needed, and it was definitely pretty scary. But I mean, I'm happy that I could go and win the gold medal.
How long, dude? How long were you laid out in the hospital for? And at what point did it seem maybe realistic that you might be able to join Team USA?
Yeah, so I was in the hospital for 4 days. I've seen a bunch of different things saying that like I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, no, I wasn't. I was only in the hospital for 4 days, and but like it was 4 days, but I mean it could have been like, so I was in the hospital for 4 days, and then I sat on my couch for a week because like there was a problem with my lung, and like you can't do anything, like you can't even walk too fast, or like something could happen. So I literally just had to sit on my couch, lay down in bed, do absolutely nothing for about a week straight. And then after that, my lung was 100% healed. And then I could start working out as soon as it was healed.
You seem like a pretty high energy individual. I can't imagine that was easy just sitting around and doing nothing for a week.
Yeah, I was freaking out. I was freaking out. Actually, like like everybody helped me out so much. Like my coach and I started talking, watching so much video. He even gave me a great book to read, and I feel like everybody was just like giving me something to do. I was always talking, like a lot of game pigeon on my phone, on the text, a lot of YouTube, a lot of. I think I finished Netflix actually, and it was funny though. It was good.
You obviously progressed well enough to be a part of the team, but I don't even think you played in the pre-tournament games. I mean, fill us in a little bit on what that sort of week, 2 weeks was like as the team was together playing and you're working towards getting the green light to be able to put that jersey on and be out there with your teammates.
Yeah, so I was cleared, like I was cleared for the first game because like the injury I had, like it just like you knew it was like just a certain amount of time. Like it's not like you have to go in for like your final x-ray, whatever. Like you knew that at this point I'm good. So like we were like pushing it like it wasn't like crazy, but like it was like a couple days too early was the opening game. And I was like, the doctors were like, I mean, like you're healing actually like a lot faster than normal. I mean, we won't be able to like do a final x-ray in Sweden, but like you're good to go for the first game. And I'm like, all right, perfect. And then there was an opportunity to play versus Canada in our second exhibition game. And I mean, our coaching staff and Mr. Van Beesbrook and I were all kind of just like, I mean, like I've had this plan of playing in game one. Like, what's the risk of playing in the exhibition game? So I was kind of just practicing. I took contact one time before, or twice before our first game, and so kind of just had to get the cobwebs out, get the rust off, just kind of take my first contact, and but it was good.
How good it feel to finally get back out there and drop the puck and be in any game, never mind a game of such importance at the World Juniors?
Yeah, I mean, hockey's a sport that we all love, and it's really cool. I mean, anytime that you can put on the Michigan sweater or USA sweater, I feel like it's unbelievable, and I'm so honored to be in the spot I am right now. And yeah, I mean, I definitely missed hockey a lot, but I also think like there was a lot of things a lot of good that came out of this as well, because I mean, you can't just be a one-dimensional like just a hockey player. I feel like I developed so many like different aspects in my life of finding new hobbies, new stuff to do. So I feel like there's actually a lot of good to come out of this as well.
Rutger McGroarty with us on Winnipeg Sports Talk. Obviously, your team had a great tournament. I mean, you were, probably a slight favorite going in, although playing on the road. And then it finished up with a showdown with the Swedes in Sweden for the gold medal. I mean, just looking back at that experience, being there and winning the gold medal, I mean, what will you take away from it as an athlete, as a player, and, as someone that's played for your country at a number of levels before that?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. I feel like, I mean, anytime, like with that group, like how close we got, like that was the number one thing of our leadership group of like this team isn't just going to be another all-star team. Like we want to bring this team so close and do things that like not everyone would do. And I feel like we did things that maybe like, I feel like our team just got so close, and like we just had so many fun stories and fun memories that come from that trip, and we did so much fun stuff. And I mean, obviously it worked out, so it was really cool. And pretty much all I remember from that gold medal game, it's actually nuts. Like in a game like that, like Ryan Leonard scores to make it 5-2, and you just black out. Like it's like you actually feel like you could get away with just about anything. Like you black out the game. You know you're about to get a gold medal. You have so much adrenaline pumping, and like you just feel like you can do, like you're just on top of the world. And so all the guys were screaming at fans, chirping, whatever, like hanging out, dancing, whatever it was. So it was a lot of fun, and I mean it was great to go through.
You mentioned how close that team is, and frankly, it sounds like the team in Winnipeg right now that's on a pretty good roll right now. Your role as captain, especially considering you couldn't play until basically right when it was getting going. I mean, fill us in on, what it was like to be the captain of that club and, what you were trying to do to kind of make everyone feel a part of it and bring that team together. Because obviously the guy with the C on his chest has a big role in that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for us, like, you're only as strong as, like, your weakest link technically. So like everybody just has to be on the same page. So I feel like it was so easy for me, like the buy-in of the guys and everybody was on the same page. And like our leadership group of Cutter Gauthier, Gavin Brindley, Ryan Chesley, Lane Hudson, like those guys we were all on the same page. We all sent this consistent same message. Like everybody was just on the same page. And like when we talked in the locker room, like guys listened and guys respected us. I feel like that's one thing that like our leadership group did a great job of, is like getting everybody's respect and like being able to mess around with the guys and have fun. But like once we say something, like you respect us and you stay dialed in. And like, so I feel like that was unbelievable. And the buy-in from the guys was like incredible. I feel like even like Coach Carl, like our coach was unbelievable. Like he was just saying like, it's our team. Like, I'm putting you, like, I'm your coach, but like in the locker room, it's your guys' team. You guys run the ship here, and like you guys talk about it. You guys keep sending the same message. Like, and I mean, he just like, there's some coaches that could like put you on a leash or like have a short leash and like not be able to do certain things, but like he was just like, get the team super close, do your guys' thing, make sure you're all connected as one. And I mean, I feel like we did a great job of that. So it was a lot of fun.
Well, the gold medal around your neck spoke for themselves. Tell us, I mean, you guys are there and then you're all going in separate ways. What was the night like? How did you and the team celebrate after accomplishing the goal of winning the World Juniors?
Yeah. So, I mean, everyone was legal because everyone was over 18. So we all got into a bar or whatever. And I feel like everybody just kind of like we just had a spot and it was the players and the siblings. Like it wasn't like we went anywhere nuts. I feel like everyone kind of hung out. Everyone like honestly like yeah, you just won the World Juniors, but you play 7 games in 11 days. Like you're gassed. But like we had a fun night. I feel like everybody had a lot of fun. Once we got back to the hotel, all of our families, all the siblings, all the parents, grandparents, everybody was in the lobby waiting for us. So we spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours there, and then after we went to a different spot with just the siblings and the players. And but it was awesome, just kind of coming together with your family and the people who helped you get there. I feel like that's the number one thing, and we're also appreciative of the people that have helped us get here.
We're out of, obviously finishing that up, and it's right back to real life, which your life right now as a student athlete at the University of Michigan, who had a pretty big night on Monday night. What did you think of that football game? And did you and the guys, your teammates, get ready? I can imagine Ann Arbor was absolutely bananas when the Wolverines got it done. What, for the first time since 1948?
Yeah, it was banana lands for sure. It was nuts. I think like we all went to the same spot. We were hanging out, and like when we were walking home, uh, like every single street was just flooded with people, fireworks, people climbing trees, people climbing like light posts. Like it was ridiculous. I mean, but it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, you only go to school for 4 years, and I mean, not everybody has a great football school, and we got really lucky coming here, and we're actually pretty close with the football guys. Like we're in a group chat with a couple of the linemen, and it's a lot of fun. So.
You ever come across Harbaugh, Coach Harbaugh?
No, I have not. I mean, he came into like they came into the rink after they won the Big Ten last year, and then after they beat Penn State this year, and so like we saw him on the ice, like having fun. But no, I've never really talked to him.
You could, as the captain, you could have dropped the "Who's got it better than us?" Nobody in the dressing room after the after winning the World Juniors.
Yeah.
Rutger McGroarty's with us here on Winnipeg Sports Talk. Listen, it's back to business, back to school, and back to hockey for you. I'm sure you're really excited to get back out there with your maize and blue teammates. Give us a bit of an outlook on the rest of the season for you and the Michigan program.
Yeah. So for our team, I feel like it's awesome. Like we got our full team back. I feel like we were really battling injury in the first half, and at college it's different. Like you can't call anybody up. Like you just have your lineup, and that's how it is. So I feel like we were battling injury pretty hard, and but also I feel like we got to close out games better. I feel like in the first half, like we had 4 or 5 losses that we were up by 1 or 2 going into the third period. And that just can't happen. I think we gotta learn how to close games out, and I feel like that's our coaching staff has done a great job. And the first week back here, and we've been talking about it and what's going to happen. And I feel like it's the University of Michigan. I feel like guys come here to win a national championship. So I feel like it doesn't really. I mean, no one remembers the first half if you have a great second half. So. We're just gonna have a great second half here, and the buy-in's gonna be great. We're gonna be playing for each other, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Hey, when you see what happened on Monday night and a team that hadn't won it all since '48 get it done, and see the reaction from the student body and the city and the town, can that give you and your team a bit of a bump, if you will, when you come back on, maybe not necessarily on the ice, but just the general vibe around the team of knowing what can happen when you win at a school like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw it a little bit last year, and then I wasn't here the year before, but the guys that were on the team, I mean, we've been to back-to-back Frozen Fours, so you kind of feel the buzz on campus, and guys are talking, or people are talking about the parade when we win, blah blah. But I mean, we gotta get the job done. I definitely think that's motivated us a lot. I think that was a pretty consistent theme on Monday night. Like guys just looking around, like saying, like, boys, like imagine if we did this. Like imagine if we won the national championship. Like you're legends on campus forever. Like everybody's gonna remember you. Like whatever. But I mean, yeah, like that's definitely a big part of it. I think seeing these guys win definitely motivates us to have a great second half and hopefully get the job done at the end of the year and win our last game.
Rutger, speaking of winning, no one's been doing more of it than the Winnipeg Jets over the last couple months. Number one in the National Hockey League right now in the overall standings. Have you had a chance much to keep an eye on what's happening right now with the team that's drafted you, and tell us about contact with the club, both during the injury and over the course of the season with the likes of Jimmy and Mike Keane?
Yeah, I've definitely been watching a little bit. I mean, while I was over in Sweden, I mean, I couldn't watch as much in pre-camp. I mean, you're pretty busy, so. But I've been seeing updates on Instagram. I've been checking scores. I mean, it's awesome to see them do such a great job. I mean, from the outside looking in, like just watching how great of a leader Adam Lowry is. I mean, it's really cool to see what he's done there and how close the team has gotten. And then when I got hurt, I mean, I have nothing but respect for Mike Keane and Jimmy Roy. Those guys are awesome. Chevy reached out, Larry Simmons. I think I'm sorry if I'm forgetting someone too, but I was like, I feel like the whole organization reached out. Like I felt so loved. It's such a class act by all those guys, and yeah, I felt really loved. And kind of like I was saying earlier, like just with how many people were by my side, I mean, it's really cool to see. And they were always talking to me, calling me, checking in, probably 2 to 3 times a week. So it was really cool.
Well, I can tell you the fans and certainly WST viewers and listeners are right there as well. It takes a lot to get Canadians to feel pretty good about Team USA winning the World Junior Championship. I can tell you there was a ton of people here on our program that were real fired up that you were able to play and obviously winning the gold medal after Canada got bounced out a little earlier than people expected. Hey, speaking of Winnipeg, Rutger, I mean, listen, I know you got family and agent. And there's a lot of people that come into a decision, but have you been thinking much outside of what's happening right now on the ice as to when we're going to see you here in Winnipeg?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, yeah, I'm honestly, I haven't really even thought about it. I feel like I'm worried about what's going on here in Michigan, and I was worried about the World Juniors, and so now I'm back at Michigan, and we got to have a big second half here. So I feel like once I have to make a decision, I feel like I'll make the right one, and it'll be, yeah. I mean, one day I'm really looking forward to it. So.
Hey, well, listen, in the meantime, congratulations on the gold medal. Thanks again for coming on. Few guests get people fired up within the fan base that are on the team like yourself right now. And certainly there's a ton of well wishes. Congratulations. And hope to see you soon from fans here in Winnipeg. So listen, all the best to the Wolverines going forward. Congrats again. And looking forward to having you again on the a show at some point later on in 2024. All the best. And thanks again, Rutger.
Perfect. Thank you.